Hotel Echo Lima, Oscar. A very good evening to you all over the world, football fans. Or is it good morning in some parts of the country, or some parts of the world? Good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're watching around the world, in some parts of the world. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly. Yes, you guessed it, DLG repping. If you're watching me, DLG repping for the first time, yeah, please help me by liking the channel, yeah, thumbs up. Please help me to share this channel virally all over the world, especially to your friends and your relatives. Anybody who's got a message or an opinion, leave it in the comments section below, or a response. Smash the subscribe button for me, left, right, and center galore, but passionately, especially to you, those who have friends and relatives. Yeah, if you're watching for the first time, yeah, tell their friends and relatives to subscribe to DLG Repping. Right, this is an Arsenal v Wolverhampton Wanderers match preview. It's turned into a bit of a grudge match, if you ask me, because Ruben Neves' comments, yeah, has put fuel into the fire. But I've got a message for Ruben Neves, yeah. It's got sweet FA to do with you how Arsenal fans reacted to the full-time whistle. If anything, it was a full-time victory for us. It was a victory of relief that we were up against 11 men, yeah, in Wolverhampton Wanderers. We're away from home, and we had to face a lot of pressure to keep that 1-0 lead intact due to the bizarre sending off of Gabriel Martinelli, who will be back for you guys tomorrow night. And hopefully he comes back with a vengeance on you guys. However, you, Ruben Neves, and another Wolves player, you've got no rights to comment on the fans, on the players. So I suggest you keep your mouth shut and be professional role models. That is what you are, professional footballers. So you should be an example to the younger generation who is watching you guys week in and week out. Just keep your mouth shut and keep your nose out of Arsenal Football Club's affair with victory, and how we as a fan base and they as the players celebrate. They want to celebrate as happy as Larry, then let it be, that will be the case. Now, other than that, let's get into the preview. It's a tough game. Wolves are generally a good side. They are in contention for a top 4 finish. And my word, I'll tell you something, second best defence in the Premier League. Bruno Lage is turning into a manager who's got this reputation. I mean, he's managed them previously before. Now, he's what I call it, an experienced manager, again, compared to the one that we have, who has been offered a 3-year deal. That fault should be highly held for the end. That fault should be kept to the end of the season. But with Wolverhampton Wanderers, I mean, I said it on my fan cam when I was interviewed by AFTV. The game will be won in midfield without a shadow of a doubt, especially the first 20 minutes. Now, I said if Partey and Xhaka perform under 7 out of 10, while João Moutinho and Ruben Neves perform 8, 9 out of 10, we are going to have problems in that midfield battle. And it's important that we win the midfield for the bulk of 90 minutes of that Premier League fixture tomorrow night. However, Jimenez is showing signs of confidence. He's scoring again and he's becoming a threat. Prudence, he is a complete threat. And I'll tell you what, he will cause problems for any Premier League defenders right now, because this guy is a quality talent. Neto is back and getting to the fullest things again, getting to the swing of things again, should I say, or the full swing of things. You know what I'm on about. Defensively, they're solid as they come, and they've got a very good goalkeeper in Jose Saha. So Wolves are to be taken very seriously. We respect them, but we have a job to do, and we've got to be the first 20. We've got to be hitting speed. When I say hitting speed, we've got to be on our game as speedy as possible, because Wolves are a side that could dictate, and we don't want to allow Wolves to perform with the ball, because they do move the ball so superbly well. They've gone to Manchester United and got 3 points. I'm not sure. I think they lost to City. I don't think they got anything at Chelsea. They haven't been to Liverpool yet, not that I know of. But they are capable of going to tough grounds, and I've seen them win away from home against the big 2, 3, 4 teams other than ourselves. So it is a big game for us, and every game is a big game and a cup final in one package. So without further ado, I'm going to pick the formation and I'm going to pick the team. So I'm going to pick, I should have said I'm going to pick the team, and the formation is a 4-2-3-1. And the team that I'm going with, well, I'm going to tell you who it is that I'm going to pick and why I've dropped someone else on the bench, etc. Anyway, without further ado, Aaron Ramsell starts in goal. He's looking for another clean sheet, which will be Arsenal's 14th in the league this season, or 14th in all competitions. Aaron Ramsell has been superb. He is knocking on the door for the England #1 spot. All he has to do is put in more consistent performances for the Arsenal, and the rest will follow. Aaron Ramsdale in goal. My back four, if he's fit, then it's Takahiro Tomiyasu, the Japanese international right back, as well as an Arsenal first choice right back. For me, he's been sorely missed. He may, we expect him to be a little bit rusty. Well, I do anyway. We don't expect wonders from him, but what we do know is he's getting near to fitness, and once he settles in again, he'll go again and again. He's just going to get stronger and stronger. You know, he's still young, early 20s, powerful, athletic, quick. For me, he's the right back we need, and solid defensively, superbly. When I say solid, he's always alert to danger and then respond. Takahiro Tomiyasu starts right back. Right, the two centre-halves, Benjamin White, a solid colossus. He's winning more balls in the air than he did in his at the beginning of his reign. And for me, the way that he travels with the ball at his feet, superb. His partner in crime, Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães. For me, one of the best our best centre back at the club by a country mile. One of the best centre backs in the English Premier League, at least in the top 4 or top 5, in between those two. And for me, well, one of those two, should I say. He's again quick, powerful, strong in the air, strong in the tackle. Very confident and comfortable with the ball at his feet, like Ben White. And for me, he may one day become a club captain. Who knows? Gabriel dos Santos and his partner Benjamin White are the two centre-halves. Left back, Kieran Tierney. He hasn't had the best of games recently, but we know once he hits his best, he is a problem offensively. Played his part in the goal for Emile Smith-Rowe on Saturday, but defensively, he's looking more solid than I've previously noticed, and I hope he can continue the run. And for me, he is a top class left back who's going to be possibly Arsenal captain next season. So that's my back four sorted. The midfield too, Thomas Partey, for me, another big game where we require from him to get the game by the scruff of the neck, just like he did against Man City and Brentford of recently. Yeah, just getting him on the ball from an offensive point of view. He is capable of playing a killer pass. His range and vision of passing is absolutely fantastic, and his interception and tackles, one of the best in the Premier League at the moment. He is a world-class talent, I'll tell you this now. Let's keep him going. Partey. Partner in crime, it's going to be Granit Xhaka. I think I will go with Xhaka because he's earned the right to start this fixture. I mean, they say he's a possible red card waiting to happen. That might be the case. However, from his point of view, he probably sits the deeper of the two midfielders. But one thing with Xhaka, if he can look after the ball well and keep focused, he can have an impact in our midfield. And it requires him to have a good game again. Let's see how that one goes. Granit Xhaka. Right, the three in front of the two in the pivot of the midfield will be Bukayo Saka. I mean, I thought he had an alright game against Brentford. Got his goal, caused the fullbacks all ends of problem. He's been doing it to every fullback in the Premier League since the season started. He's been causing all problems for them. And I'll expect him to be a bigger problem again. I'm hoping he can have a big impact in this game because he is a key. In the middle, I'm going to go with Emil Smith-Rowe. I don't see any reason to drop him. It's a tough one, yeah. I'm going with him because he's got goals in the midfield, and I think we've got to find a way of getting Smith-Rowe more involved in the game. And playing him as a number 10, I think that would suit him because I think he will thrive in that position. And if he's not making assists, he's scoring from a midfield place, and that's an ideal role for him. On the left, I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe. He is fresh from the African Cup of Nations. He's raring to go. He's pushing for starting place, and I think he comes across as more effective on the left than he is on the right. So I'm going to pursue with Nicolas Pepe. In the middle, I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. I've dropped Lacazette from that starting position because he's not producing enough goals in front of. He's not producing enough goals when assisted and when it's presented to him. That's the reason why I'm going for Martinelli. Physically, he is not. Well, he's quite strong. Maybe not the strongest pound for pound of strikers physically, but one thing about him, he's got good speed, he's direct, and he fights for every ball that he can fight for. So we're going to need that fight up top. He's the number 9, and I think I'll make him the number 9 to the end of the season. Right, the substitution bench. Bird Leno, I think he starts on the bench for me. Although he's trying his best to convince Arteta to recall him as number 1. But in training, I think Ramsell is just doing his bit. He's doing more than his bit for me. He's producing the goods, and that's the reason why he's our number 1 goalkeeper. Cedric Suarez, a lot of criticism, unfair criticism, thrown his way, but for me, I thought he had a solid game on the weekend. He might just start this game tomorrow, but against Brentford, I thought he had a solid game. Offensively, supporting Bukayo Saka when he could. With his crossing, the quality of his crossing at times could be poorly average. So I'd hope he'd work on his crossing and training, because some of the crosses were woeful at times. But other than that, he has been a solid right back when coming in for Tomiyasu. Substitute number 3, Nuno Tavares. That's an easy one for me. He is pushing Tierney to get back into the team, and I feel that he will get back into the team. He might get back into the team, but for me, he is definitely pushing Tierney. Great speed and great athleticism about the guy, but I still have him on my bench. Substitute number 4, Rob Holding. Necessarily don't rate the guy, but the reality is we haven't got too much to call upon from a defensive point of view. And due to the fact that he's experienced, he's not better than White or Gabriel Martinelli. Let's be having the truth here. So that's substitute number 5. That's number 4 sorted. That's sub number 5, Mohamed Elneny, versatile player. He's another one who's back from Africa Cup of Nations duty, and yeah, he's raring to go, and I think he's happy to be back with the squad and be back playing for Arsenal. He's the least moaner of the playing squad, and he's happy to wear the colours of the Gunners. Substitute number 6, Martin Odergard. He's unlucky not to get into my team, but I need an attacking, ruthless trio at least, and I need that number 10 to, see more of the ball in the game in dangerous areas, especially in between the defence and the midfield. I think Emil Smith-Rowe, he has to keep his place in the team ahead of Odegaard. Odegaard, I would expect him to come on with over 25 minutes to go, at least 25 minutes to go. Substitute number 7. Substitute number 7. Who do I go for? Oh, this is why is it always... this is where the squad is too small. It's so difficult. Substitute number 7. I'll go Omari Hutchinson, a midfield, promising midfield player from the academy. I think he's been involved with the under-23s, and there's been some positive feedback on him from the under-23s and how he's raring to break into the first team squad, and whether he's good enough or not, time will tell. But he's substitute number 7. Substitute number 8, Eddie Nketiah. It is what it is. He's not someone I want on the bench, but we are really short and beggars can't be choosers. So that's Eddie Nketiah on the bench. Substitute number 9, and the last but not least, Alexander Lacazette. Now, yes, he is club captain for the time being, but I'll tell you what, I'll give that armband to Kieran Tierney so he can get the feel of the captaincy, so he knows what it's all about and he's prepared for it next season. However, with Lacazette, the reason why he's on my bench, I need goals from an attacking area point of view, and I don't think he's producing enough goals. Yes, he's holding the ball up well. That's great. He's working hard. He's not worked as hard as Martinelli or Odegaard in that respect. Well, that's the minimum requirement. The maximum requirement is, can he get the goals to help us push for the top 4? And I don't think he's going to get many in the next 3 months. So I'm having him on the bench. So that's my starting 11 sorted, the formation done, and the substitution done. So yet again, or should I say once again, ladies, to gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening and saving the best to last. thank you so much for putting up with me. I'll be back again tomorrow because it is quite late and I'm going to try and go to bed or try and watch some of the Atletico Madrid v Manchester United. At the moment, it's Atletico Madrid 1, Manchester United 0. And in the Premier League, the last time I checked was Watford 1, Crystal Palace 1. Anyway, I'm out of here. Take care of your families, take care of your friends, take care of yourselves. Peace, love, and bless again. And whatever you're doing, stay warm or wrap up warm if you're outside. If you're inside, then try and stay warm as you can. I'm out of here. Until next time, DLG repping, we'll talk again. So, all that is left is for me to say, just please be nice.